Hi Flamies! So today our beautiful potion that we're talking about is the flame potion. Yeah, look at this, guys. This is the potion we're talking about. So if you resonate with that potion, this reading could be relevant for you, okay? So I want to get your message today, as always. I hope you guys resonate with these readings, because I think that, you know, especially for those of you who having a hard time right now, I think it's important that we do these readings, especially if we have a famous counterpart, you know. So what is the message for the flame potion today? So we're going into the Seed Oracle card. As you guys know, I'm working with the Soul Seeds Oracle cards, Soul Seeds, Soul Ascension decks. So this is all by the author. You see this is the Soul Tree Ascension deck, and I just drew a card from the Soul Seeds Oracle. And there's her name, Alison Wilson Yee. So let's see. What is the message for you guys? Oh, wow. This is interesting. Overflow. Look at this. Wow. This gives me so, like, this shows like a card with so many orbs. And look how different the energy is from that flame. So we see that flame symbolizes your twin flame connection. Yeah. This flame symbolizes this, and right now there is an overflow of information. Maybe you're getting a lot of downloads concerning your journey, right? What is going on here for this flame's journey that are resonating? What is that overflow all about, Spirit? What is the message of the overflow all about? Oh wow, no way. This just turned around, guys, and I'm not joking. I wish I could have shown you the, that's crazy. Wow. That's amazing. Look at how this is resonating. This is crazy. I want to read that, the flow message of this card as well. So what is the message for you guys, with, within this reading? Let's see. It's all about being in flow, I feel. Because we have overflow, we have flow, we have the same color. So let's see, guys. I just gotta find the message here. Because we're talking about, I mean, we're going into the blue color. So we're talking about which chakra. I'm going to talk about the blues. Blue is a primary color and associated with logic, honesty, trust, and communication. Ancient Egyptians celebrated the color, creating the first synthetic blue pigment. Oh, that's interesting. The color also has powerful religious significance across cultures. Blue is also connected to the water element, and as a result, it is sometimes used to symbolize transition and our emotional depth. Like water, blue can be cleansing, both physically and spiritually. Blue light can wash away feelings of sadness and is used as a treatment for seasonal affective disorder. Blue is also correlated with the throat chakra, which governs communication. And here we're talking about a flame potion. Well, it's not a potion, it's my flame. This is symbolizing the fire element, the flame in itself, and we are on my flame channel. Yeah, we're talking about the element of fire you're on our channel, the twin flames that are burning for each other in desire, right? When mostly blue cards come up in a reading, it's a signal to honor the preciousness of this transitional times. All of these cards have to do with crossing some sort of threshold. They ask you to surrender to the flow of the current. Well, that's the answer. Surrender to the flow of the current, to foster a deeper sense of trust. To accept that, as with all things in life, your current situation will change. Let these cards help you move through. And we see this beautiful flowing waves here. Yeah, this is the wave. And I told you that many waves in our twin flame bond, and especially in the twin flame community, are of the same flow. So we're kind of all going through the same current, the same flow, but with different outcomes, you know, with different 3D problematics. But overall, it's all about letting go, and it's all about surrender to this twin flame journey. Even if you have a famous counterpart, you know, surrender to this journey. So I'm going to read the flow card now. The name is aquamarine, and it is derived from the two Latin words aqua and marina, meaning sea and water. This card is about going with the flow, changing and adapting to a situation rather than fighting against it. So if you have the feeling, and especially with these orbs, I feel that there is a lot of going on, a lot of downloads to your twin flame journey with your famous divine counterpart. And you guys know there must be, or there might be, a lot of going on in 3D for you as well for your twin flame. So it's kind of creating an overflow. Yeah. And since we are like in this flame bond, we're like connected and intertwined, like these orbs, with each other. Yeah, our soul seeds are intertwined with each other. It's important then when, you know, in 3D, life can be very overflowing. Problems can be very, you know, made traumatic. Was there just a spark? I gotta replay the video, because I had the feeling that from this flame, just a spark went up. So trust your twin flame. Always know, even if they are in the spotlight, even if they are not with you, even if, you know, they have an overflow at the moment with the universe, you have a flow moment with the universe, you guys are connected. Yeah, it's important to keep in mind that currents can be very strong and water always gets to where it wants to go. Slowly carving away stone as it flows by. Let this thought guide you on your journey and let the water carry you where you need to go. Surrender to spirit. Yeah, this is very important. And let's get some more cards, and I'm going to use this deck. So let's see what else the message is here in this reading. What is the message, spirit? Please give me more messages. So first card coming out, yes. Guys, you are the Queen of Wands. Yeah, you are beauty itself. You are the queen your twin flame wants. When the timing is right, and we just yesterday had a reading about blossoming. So if you are drawn to that, please watch that as well. It could be significant for your journey. That means, you know, sometimes we stand up and we want to fight against everything. You know, we're trying to... You see how she is that color? Do you see that? Isn't that interesting if you look at her? So I want to shuffle I'm going to put the cards a little bit in the top so you can see what I mean. You see how her body is basically this flowing card, and our bodies are made of water. So spirit is working through your body. The energy, the flow energy of your twin flame is flowing through your body. And that's what we mean when we're talking about twin flame. You guys basically have the same body of water. That means that you are kind of attached through the body to each other. Yeah, you can feel each other. If your twin flame, if you, especially in famous twin flames, if they experience some kind of trouble in their body, you will feel it too. Yeah, this is very important. So sometimes you want to fight against this. Sometimes, you know, the Queen of Wands stands up for what she believes in. But also sometimes, you know, these journeys are so crazy and so overflowing. Sometimes the information is too much. Sometimes our bodies are just sore, or our minds are just sore because we don't understand the signs, or because we don't understand why we are not in a wonderful union, in a 3D union. We are always in a spiritual union. You guys know that. But What about 3D union? And a lot of times we're like wanting to stand up and fight against this. Yeah, being repulsive and being like standing up about against our own values in order not to be hurt by this twin flame journey, you know. But a lot of times we're just, and this card just turned around, the Four of Cups, a lot of times, you know, we're just part of this journey. We're just one part of the three, yeah. This is the union of body, spirit, and the flames. Spirit, body, and the soul, yeah, basically. So the only thing that you can do is surrender, and surrendering means that you cannot fight. Like, this is not the way, yeah. Here, the Queen of Wands, this is not the way. This is what it's showing. It's basically the two sides, and you see how this card is more reflective of the colors, yeah, that they are more present here in the background. You see this here in this card than this reddish orange card. This is the flame. This is the power this flame has. This is the passion and the lust. But, you know, sometimes in these twin flame journeys, we have to surrender. So we have to be more in this energy of letting this overflow through you and try to adapt and not try to fight against it or to have your own will in 3D life. A lot of times, you know, flames, especially twin flames, are in this energy of, yeah, this beautiful orange, red, passionate energy. This is also symbolized by this flame here. There is this flame burning inside of you, and we have it here in this beautiful chart. There's this flame burning inside of you, and because of that, you know, you're spreading your word. You're a very strong character. You are a very strong personality, and all flames are. And a lot of times, you know, we want to do our thing, and you see that here as well. You know, she has that orange color. That flame is in her. You see that here in that body. So a lot of times, you know, we want to stand up for our own way in the 3D without forgetting that we are a union. So a lot of times, you know, the message is here: surrender to this twin flame journey. Maybe some of you who tuned in to this reading today need to hear that, because you cannot do everything in 3D. You cannot, you know, fight everything in 3D. You cannot every time manifest everything, you know, at like, I don't know, light speed. Yeah, because that's what the Queen of Wands means. The Queen of Wands means you practice, you work hard, and then you get what you deserve. This is the 3D way of doing it. This is, you know, this energy of when I practice hard, when I stand up for my rights, I can manifest everything into my life. Yes, you can, but we have to accept that we are made of water. We have to accept that we are flames. Flames are not only working alone. We are a union. So a lot of times, you know, we have to just sit and in patience and let this overflow and this flow of this twin flame journey, you know, sometimes the patience that is needed, the waiting that is needed. Sometimes we have to accept this. Sometimes we cannot fight like the Queen of Wands wants to stand up against us. She wants to manifest union as fast as possible in the 3D because you burn for each other. But a lot of times, you know, there is these worldly things that are, you know, in between with this flow. Sometimes, you know, you just have to surrender to spirit and to their way of doing it. Sometimes these journeys take up a lot of times. Yeah, a lot of patience is needed in these journeys. And this is what this reading wants to say. You are flames, and you are here, you incarnated in order to fulfill your soul purpose, to spread the light, to spread the message with your passion and with your lust and with your flame that is inside of you. And you're also here to become the Queen of Wands, the queen your famous twin flame wants. But at the same time, you need to know that this is a journey that, you know, has a universal flow. You are part of something bigger. You're not just acting on your own. Yeah. So sometimes we have to accept that we have to wait in this journey. Sometimes we have to accept that, you know, there are times when we cannot be in union, when there are things not possible in manifesting. And this is what this reading wants to tell you. Yeah. Surrender to the universe. Everything will happen in the right timing. And if you're having a hard time right now, try to connect to the universe, try to meditate, try to slow down, try to have patience, try to take care of yourself. Sometimes, you know, you just have to surrender to the flow. Yeah? Communication with the universe is very important in this journey. You cannot do it on your own. Yeah, it's very important to be in flow with the whole universe. So I hope, guys, you really like this reading. This is what we have today, this reading. I hope for some of you this could be of help. And I see you again in tomorrow. So good night, guys. Have a wonderful evening. For those of you where the time differences are that you're not going to bed after this reading. And I see you guys. Bye.